And we're live. All right. Hey everybody. We got me and Hank here today. We got Stella in the basement. She's finishing up lunch, so we'll bring her up shortly. Oh, hot day in New England. 79 degrees here. It's crazy. I mean, for the end of October, this is crazy weather. You said
Yeah,
hot up your way, Hank?
yeah, it's like 80 degrees outside, and I'll tell you, I did a little bit of lawn work and stuff. Went to the dump and stuff. I was sweating,
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
haven't even been out. I literally haven't been out. I had some quality time with the missus and just relaxed and
yep.
watched a little TV, and the inside just feels like it always felt. So I'll probably go out. It's probably gonna be warmer outside than it is in here. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
um, yeah, and I it's been raining every weekend for I don't know how many weekends. I had to use my time today to get all that stuff into that
mm,
dump.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just a sneak peek, Tommy. She's there, but she's having her lunch. So I'll let her finish her lunch, and then we'll bring her up. Let me see what the comments are here. Louis Brock is here. TGM. Everyone's saying hello, Mr. Rhodes. Let's see. Yeah, Barry, Big Wayne. I guess Wayne is watching. What is he watching another fighting match?
Probably.
He's always fighting that. Let's see. No, it's 20 UK time, right? 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock your time. No, it's. Let's see who else we got here. Stella, just give me a wave when you're ready to come up, hon. Let's see. You coming? Oh, you did that yourself.
That's right. I was like, hey, I'll wave at you. And I was like, oh, I'm a dummy. I can just hit the button myself.
That's true.
How is everybody?
Yeah, warm today.
Good.
Warm.
So you're the camping queen. What you do camping there, young lady?
Yeah, was that a scooter thing, or what was that all
Well,
about?
it was just a bunch of my scooter buddies. There were 6 of us out there. And a couple of them had some sailboats, and we tried to get out. As soon as we got both of these sailboats rigged, like these, gale force winds started rolling in. So we just sat around the campfire more than sailing. But it was fun. We had a great time. It never actually rained on us, so we were fine.
No alcohol involved, right?
Oh, no, none whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that at the state park.
Ah.
I'm not a rule breaker.
How far away from where you live? Pretty close?
Oh, it was only about, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half or so. There's it's on a lake that they obviously made it as a reservoir for feeding, I don't know, whatever they're powering. But there's several of those around here. There's actually a nuclear plant around here. They have a nice lake there, a cooling lake, and then a couple other state parks. Really nice. And a lot of area, but man, you get out there in that wind, it was like whipping around. It was probably not safe to be out there with that. I mean, I spent most of my time bailing out water with a sponge. So it was like, I'm doing this. It started raining. It was crazy. So we had fun.
Yeah. Big J. Yeah, you can go 20. I've done 20 before. Yep. It takes you a little more time. And you got to start out with some fairly coarse stones. But yeah, I mean, when I did the 10 thou overbore with the hone, it took me about maybe an hour, but I had to correct 1,000 taper and then go, remember the bottom inch or so of your bore is never even touched by your rings. So that has to go full 10 thou. So, but then someone, I forget who it was, someone put in the comments, flip it upside down. Oh, is that you, Hank? But then someone, I forget who it was.
Not me. I don't even have YouTube open. I think Hank's frozen.
Yeah, it's Hank. Oh, yeah, Hank's frozen.
He's stuck.
Oh.
Well, no. So yours was tapered. The top was smaller than the bottom, or was it the other way
around? Usually the top is a little bit bigger, and
gotcha.
It wears down, roughly 1,000th of an inch, and that's the spec. The spec says you can go to 1 thou, and
right.
1 thou is fine. It's not going to hurt anything. You just don't want your rings to collapse so much that they hit and break.
Right.
So what I did with this one, and one of the guys gave me a good tip next time. I could flip it upside down, put some screws in the head bolt holes, and that way do it from the bottom, and be a little easier to get rid of. Because what I did was I would hold the hone fixed toward the bottom, so I was only cutting really the bottom. And then once I got the bottom close to the top, then I would oscillate up and down by hand to get the right crosshatch and all that. But it took me about an hour, and I'm within about 2 or 3 tenths roundness and taper. So that's
nice.
Fine. Yeah, I mean, for what I'm doing. Yeah, I got.
And for some stuff, and trying to do that by hand is not very easy.
No, it is a pain in the butt.
And then to get the crosshatch and everything. So did you go back and use a different set of stones to do the crosshatch?
No, I actually had coarse and medium stones, and even the medium stones gave me a decent. I think the medium is what's the medium? 420, I think 420 grit.
Gotcha.
And, I think the coarse ones are like 280, then or 320. Then wait a minute. I think I went from like a 280 to a 320, and then I could go in there and give it a little finer finish with the spring-loaded hone. But for now, it always works,
Well, I commend you because that stuff's not fun.
No, but it's like I said, it's decent money, and it's funny. We talk about who I work with, a nice kid, Polish kid, real nice kid. He had that Cub Cadet that I was working on in the driveway, the 149, that wasn't charging, and it turned out being a the mouse nest and all that stuff with the engine locked up and everything else. And I had the thing in my driveway for a few months, and finally, a couple weeks ago, I said, screw it, I'm just going to fix it. But it turns out that so many people out there sell voltage regulators. Oh, it'll work. Well, no, you have to get the exact voltage regulator that's used or wired for those old Cub Cadet with the starter generators, or else they don't work properly. And I had ordered one. He had ordered one. I had 2 or 3 laying around, which I thought were good, and they weren't. So finally, I found a guy online, and it was about $100. There's one guy was 150, one guy was about 100 shipped, and
wow.
it looked identical to the factory one. And the way you could tell was 2 things: the terminals were placed in the right locations, exactly from stock, labeled that way, and when you took the cover off, one coil had very, very thin wire, like a 22 gauge wire, and the other relay coil had like a 6 gauge wire, something really thick, or 8 gauge wire. So that's how I knew it would work okay. And I'll be honest, when I checked the voltage on that starter generator, it was only putting out like 3 volts, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? 3 volts. But the minute I hooked up the regulator, everything was fine. It was charging 14 and a half. It actually was charging 17, because another guy got on there and told me, no, Jim Brewer, who's on the channel all the time, he may even be on today, he said, no, you got to let the relays warm up. The coils got to warm up. And
so it started off at 17 and it went down. Okay,
it went down to 14.5 after about maybe 2 minutes, but it scared the hell out of me, because Gary Bernacki came on and said, oh, Ken, you're going to fry that battery. 17 is too high. I said, oh, shit. So I ran outside, tried it again, and when I started it for the second time, it was only 14. You could tell because the factory ammeters on those old Cub Cadets, they bounce like this. The needle's never steady, and that's how you could tell it's charging. And they're not voltmeters, they're amp meters, so that's how you know it's doing okay. So he just called me maybe 20 minutes ago wanting me to fix another tractor that he has. And I said to him, Rich, I'm so busy right now. I probably got 10 or 12 jobs right now that I'm not even done with, that I've had in my basement for months. Let me just finish everything, get everyone happy and satisfied. I don't want to. I want to go into the holidays not owing anything. Just all the jobs are done, so I can do something for myself. Or it's nice making some money, and it's nice helping people out. But like now, I got people calling me that I'm telling them, sorry, I don't have the time. Well, a guy comes by yesterday, one of my customers. He had a power washer that wouldn't start, and it's the same thing. He left the gas in it. It got nasty, yada yada. So I said, you know what? Half of my deck was like really, really nasty. My wife was bitching about it being all dark and nasty and scummy. And I said, so what did I do? Fix the pressure washer, got tested. So did the half the deck, went through like a half a tank of gas, and hey.
Well,
so,
I have not cranked up my own lawnmower since 2015, I do believe.
James, I did that with my Monte Carlo years ago. When the regulator gave out in my Monte Carlo, it would all of a sudden peg the voltmeter. All my lights would go bright, bright, bright. I would have to unplug the alternator, drive like another 20 miles, and then plug it back in. I did that from Maryland back to Connecticut when I was visiting my brother years ago. And it just turned out it was the diode trio inside those GM alternators. But what's that on, Jim? I'm wondering what that one's on. Oh, that was on that... is that the one on that Coleman thing you were talking about, Jim? You were talking about a Coleman generator the other day. Oh, what happened to Hank?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
He went away. He'll be back.
Oh, yeah. Well, I would say he'll be black. He's black now.
I know. Well, I'm finally getting around to dealing with this little steel blower that I've been sitting on for nearly a year. That was the filthiest thing. I don't think the guy had ever. It's a BR420 from 19, I don't know, back in the 1900s, I'm sure. But it was the first time I ever tried using like degreaser, like Harbor Freight degreaser, because it's just too big. Normally, I like to clean stuff in gasoline, and then I put that in with the bad gasoline so I can recycle it. And, you know, I'm kind of skeptical of the degreaser that says, oh, it's biodegradable and all that sort of stuff. But what about all the chunks of grease that you're washing off this thing into your yard? It just doesn't seem like a good idea to me. But it's been a challenge. I don't think there was anything on it that wasn't black, you know, dirt and gunk all over it. You couldn't even see much orange on it. That was how bad it was. But I get it, trying to catch up with stuff. That's what I'm trying to do. So.
Yeah, well, if you want to put it here, you can put it here too, because that way you take advantage of everybody that's in the stream. But you could email me. That's fine too. Either way.
Well, the other thing I encourage people to do is just post a question on a video so that so that everybody in the world can answer it or get some benefit from knowing what the answer to the question was. So.
Anyway.
Wayne, how you doing?
All right, you're looking good in those coveralls there, Stella.
Trying to keep all that grease from flying back up on me. Oh, I had no idea, James. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, because James always uses that. That's the yellow stuff, Jim. I'm wondering.
That is good to know. It seemed to do okay. I mean, it didn't discolor the carb. You know, it has that sort of cast aluminum air box on this older steel. So I think it was all right, but I didn't put too much on there, so maybe it'll be all right. Well, that is good to know.
Hey Jim, is it still the yellow bottle that it was always, or is it a new container, a new color? What is it?
I'll show you what I got. And I bought it just a couple of weeks ago. Well, maybe
I know the old stuff looks like Mountain Dew. You know, How'd you find out, Jim? On a carburetor? What'd you do? Interesting.
I think I got it.
One day I'll do a video on my degreasers. I took some grease off by Permatex, Spray 9, and Super Clean out of the 5-liter jugs or whatever the jugs are, 4-liter jugs. The Super Clean within a short period of time ate right through a carburetor bowl.
Is that the Harbor Freight stuff?
This is the Harbor Freight stuff, and I mixed it, 20-1. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't leave it on there for too long. I kept spraying and rinsing and spraying and rinsing to try to minimize the amount of just stuff that goes in my yard. I don't like that kind of thing, but
yeah, interesting.
Normally,
if the grass grows.
I know.
I've just been using Simple Green myself. A little Simple Green. I put the Simple Green full strength in a little glass container.
Right.
Put the parts in there, screw that together, and put that in ultrasonic.
Well, I would have gone through. I mixed up 5 or 6 quarts of this stuff. At 20-1, which is what the thing says. But yeah, now it says non-abrasive. That's interesting.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, then how can it be so?
What does yours say, Stella?
It says biodegradable surfactant, non-abrasive, non-flammable, formulated for stripping sealers, grease buildup on concrete floors, grease machinery, tools, and general cleaning. Danger, corrosive.
Oh, it does say corrosive.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Because yours looks a little darker than like the piss yellow that the old stuff used to be. Because the old stuff used to be like a Mountain Dewy yellow, you know.
They do have two colors. They do have two
Yeah.
colors, yeah.
Huh, interesting.
The only one I know that doesn't attack aluminum that we use is that Grease Off. Greez OFF. And it says right on it's safe for aluminum, all metals, doesn't etch anything. Then it gets the grease off. That's why it's called Grease Off.
Super clean works as long as you rinse it. You got to rinse it, and it's fine.
Yeah, you don't rinse it. It turns the.
You should do a test on it, like James says. He just touched it, and all of a sudden he saw it.
Well, he said I wore gloves because I wasn't quite confident that if something's going to do that much grease, I didn't want it on my hands. But here's what it says is in there. It says there's water, sodium metasilicate, pentahydrate, diethylene glycol, monobutyl ether.
Don't sound good, Stella.
It sounds like a time bomb.
Sounds like a chemistry experiment.
Alcohol, exoxylate, tetrasodium, ethylene.
Hey, Robert.
Dude, it's way too many, and each one gets to be more syllables and harder. Tetraacetate, sodium, herbal fragrance.
There you go.
That's a nice one. And acid yellow number 73. Yeah, it seems pretty toxic in my book, but that's okay.
Well, if you dilute it, I mean, anything would be,
Yeah. No, I did it the 20 to 1, which it says to do. It says to do it 200 to 1 for like general cleaning around the house. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Les, you said a Walbro LM7? You sure it's not an LMB? I never heard of an LM.
I never heard of LM7.
I've heard of LMB, like they use on the snow blowers and things like that.
Yeah, I got one on this old rider that I've got out here. Is an LMB. Huh.
Because the old snapper, my snapper has a 9-horse Briggs flathead on it, and my other snapper used to have an 11-horse Briggs flathead on it, but they had the flow jet type of carburetor, like the one-piece flow jet.
Yeah.
But Walbro, it's weird seeing a Briggs with the Walbro though.
Yeah.
Usually the Tecumsehs had the Walbros. If you got a picture, Les, email me a picture of the carburetor.
Yeah, on the parts diagram for the one I have, it either has a Nicky carb or a Walbro carb on this old rider I've got out here. So it's getting there.
Is it a newer snapper, Les? Because is it like the overhead valve type, or is it a flathead? Hey, Rich, you got a picture of one, Rich? As long as I see a picture of one, but I've never heard of an LM7.
No.
LMB, yeah, that's common. But.
Right, that's the one I've got out of this old Briggs that I've got here.
Huh? What's up, Robert? Oh, Robert left.
Yeah.
Robert's gone.
Robert caught a mistake of mine. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Nah.
What was that when you were trying to loosen that nut bolt?
No. I had on there, instead of belt, I had dealt. D instead of a B.
Oops.
But Robert caught it quick, I'll tell you.
Yeah, see, Walbro, you got the LME series, the LMB series. But I'm trying to see. I don't see anything with a 7 yet. I'm looking at all the different Walbro L's.
Yeah, because Walbro has a pretty extensive website for all their stuff, which is refreshing, quite frankly.
Yeah, there's like 10 or 12 pages of these carburetors, but I don't see anyone. I see an LME 6. Let me see if there's a 7. Oh, there's an LME 7. Let me call that up. Hold on.
Yes. I have some totally awesome degreaser, but I was just, like I said, I was just trying this Harbor Freight stuff for the first time. I might avoid, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't think I'm going to buy any more.
No, I heard that LA's is good stuff.
Yeah, I use it for a lot of things, like just general cleaning. I usually clean wheels you know, on lawnmowers with that. It does a really good job there. Flathead from the 80s. Huh.
So I'm gonna look up an LME 7.
Oh, he just said LMS 7.
Oh, LMS.
Yeah, he just posted that. So maybe
Let's see.
LMS 7.
Hello, Polar Bear. Haven't seen Kenny. You got a lot of new people on the comments.
I know there's a lot of people I haven't, and some old people I haven't seen.
Yeah, everybody. Ed's got his. Was it Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern? Ed's got his chat going on. Ed, I may not comment in your chat, but I am watching you guys each week. I do watch you guys.
Stella, you calling us old?
7.
I'm right there with you.
Okay.
I should try it because we have a bunch of those Dollar General stores. There's tons of those around.
Yeah, it actually, Lisa, I buy it and I do cut it down to about, I don't know, maybe 5 to 1 or something. I don't cut it too much, but it works great. The best thing is if you buy the smaller bottles, then you can use the little smaller spray bottles for other stuff. Because I'm telling you, I keep buying really nice spray bottles, but it never fails. I guess whatever chemical goes in or whatnot, they just stop working after a while. But those little ones never stop.
Yeah, Stella, you know the ones I use from Home Depot, the big ones.
That's a Nicky, though, but it's coming up on an LMS. That looks like a Nicky, though.
Well, the Nicky, the Wellbro has the one that looks like a Nicky, but it has.
When you call up LMS 7, that's what comes up. Is that what you got on there?
Yeah.
Like a clone.
Yeah, it's almost like a Nicky clone or something.
It's a clone, yeah.
Well, if it's like a Nicky, it's likely taking the gas and putting it right into his crankcase.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, they do always stick.
Worst carburetors ever made.
Hold on. What's Michael saying here? 236. So it's a smaller one. When it gets started, runs rough. Did you try adjusting the mixture screws though, Michael, to get it to try and idle? Did you see if it has an air leak? Did you do any vacuum pressure tests? The quickest way though, like we always do, you take some WD or brake clean or something.
Something that says extremely flammable on the can.
Yeah, but then no, you want something actually the other way around, right? To kill it, don't you? To shoot it around the carburetor.
Well, no. If what should happen is if you use something that's called extremely flammable, WD-40 is not extremely flammable anymore, so it really doesn't do a good job with that. But if you find an air leak by spraying something around there, the RPMs will actually go down because you're getting more fuel into the mix.
It'll flood it out.
Yeah,
but that's what I would do is if you don't have a vacuum pressure tester, you can do the poor man's leak down test with just brake cleaner, something. Yeah,
feather it to keep it running, and then spray all around the car with the gaskets and stuff, and see if you can find an air leak that way.
Yeah, see if you can get the RPM to change at a constant throttle level. If you can get it to run there, but it drops off when you take your finger off the trigger.
Yeah, but usually air leaks are like that, where if it's trying to idle, then it starts sucking air, blah, 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 and then it'll die. You know what I mean? Or if you just don't have the mixtures adjusted properly on the low speed. Have you tried cranking the low speed out counterclockwise to give it a little more fuel at idle to see if that happens? It could though. It could be an air leak. Could be anything.
I mean, typically in my antique scooter world, air leak is the RPMs just keep on going up.
Well, with the air leak, sometimes too, though, seals. If you tilt it northeast southwest, then you can tell if it's seals.
Yay.
So anyway, everyone's saying hello. Yeah, Super Clean. I like Super Clean's oil dry, but their degreaser sometimes it does wonders. It kills aluminum.
I like your thought process.
Yeah.
Put the cheap stuff in the expensive bottle.
Yeah, just like the people do with wine.
Hey, it works. What can I say?
But Brock, how's the newlyweds making out?
Oh, really good, really good. They were just here last week. I had to play, hostess with the mostest. So
There you go.
yeah.
No projects for them.
Oh, actually, yeah. Well, I always got to have him, lift the heavy stuff when he's here, And then they had me a project. I had to do her brakes. So I'm like, okay,
Oh yeah, that definitely sounds like an air leak to me, Michael.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife was teasing me. She goes, "You're not calling those people OGs on there without their permission, are you?" Because I did a shout out on one of my videos to you guys,
Yeah.
And I was laughing. I was like, I think they're okay with it, babe.
Not a problem.
I'm surprised you're still living in the house with her since you bought more equipment.
Oh my gosh, I'm running out of hiding spots.
PTO. Looks like a bad PTO, Robert.
Nah, I got it fixed. But now the fun part is trying to get it back up under the tractor. Because once I pulled, first time I pulled it off, the transmission pulley stayed.
Uh-huh.
Then I followed up to a point, Jake's advice on the air gap settings. I didn't have feeler gauges, but I did adjust these nuts, and now it's doing fine. But
Yeah,
like
you got to get the keys lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
But like I said, I had the transmission pulley is not staying where it's supposed to, so now I can't drive it. So I either got to pull the pan and jack it up. I got to do something to get all this back together, because like I said, and then I got to get this lined up with the keeper under there to keep that from spinning. But I also pulled this cap off and that off and re-greased the bearings and put it all back together. But it's just trying to get it back on. It's like this is a two-person job.
Usually what I do, Robert, is I put a lot of anti-seize on the shaft, and then I make sure that keyway doesn't have like that. You know how like sometimes they get a burr?
Yeah.
Kind of like going like this way. Yeah. That's usually when you have the most problem, when you got that little burr on there and you can't get it kind of, lined up.
Because
Jim Condon sent me a video. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Hold on. Hold on. What's going on here? Come on, you son of a gun.
Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of a reaction on the aluminum, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, what was he using?
The Harbor Freight degreaser.
Wow.
And he doesn't use it straight either. He dilutes it. So it must be really caustic now.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Stella,
why
you got a piece of aluminum. You can put a little bit of yours in a Dixie cup and throw some aluminum in there and see if it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, here, watch this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, put a little bit in there and.
Hold on, wait, I gotta go get a beer real quick.
Here, wait. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Hey, Tim Palmer, how you doing?
We had a customer order a PTO like he's showing on his screen over there, and he wanted to install it himself. When he was installing it, he lost hold of it and it dropped on his head. He got a concussion for 3 days.
Yeah, they're not light either.
So he came back 3 days later, said he got a concussion. We said no guarantee, no warranties on that PTO.
You're fired before it hit your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those things are a pain in the butt because you got the two pieces. You got the transmission pulley, and then you got the PTO, of course.
Yeah.
But you got to line up the keyway, and you got to line up the slot for it to stop.
Yeah.
So you got all this stuff going at the same time.
Yeah, but usually the Oguras, those are the ones with the adjustments. The Werner ones don't have any adjustment; they're solid.
No.
But the Ogura brands are the ones with you got to put feeler gauges in.
That's a good one. That
they're adjustable. That way, if the magnets start to wear a little bit, you can tighten it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Warner.
Oh, there's a Warner.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the Warners you can adjust.
Can you just one of them? You can't. Maybe the Ogura you can't. I know there's one.
Well,
the other.
Jake did that video. He talked about the one that starts with an O, and he showed the measurements. But this is a Werner 1573. Like I said, and I didn't have field gauges. I just adjusted it till it quit making a racket, and it engages now. It's just trying to get it back on. Like if I had a chain hoist or a actual old school mower lift like that shop I had in Griffin, they had one. I could do it. But
Conqueror, how could you be watching the rugby that starts in 30 minutes? You got time travel?
Yeah.
Robert, just make sure every one of those adjustments are the same.
Yeah.
yeah,
Got to be level.
Yeah,
It'll slip. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be a bad day.
Let me do something real quick.
So Hank, you got to get a helper when you're working on those decks. It's killing me watching you bend it over like that.
like I said, if I get on the ground, it takes me a half hour to get up.
I'm lucky I got Jake because we just put him up on sawhorses and then I can work on him on top, eh? But it's easy to flip him over when you're on the sawhorse. But down on the ground, the knees are giving out, buddy.
Sorry.
That's
I
all
just
right.
realized I'm probably pretty noisy. Hang on a second.
You know, it's funny. I got this pain coming from my hip going all the way down to my foot. I'm on the left-hand side.
So
I just got an MRI the other day. They think I might have to have back surgery.
Oh,
You might have what?
Back surgery.
No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it though.
no, I get nervous when they mention cutting your back open.
is
Yeah,
it sciatic or what?
sciatic. Yeah, I've been suffering from sciatica for years.
All right, go to on Amazon, get vitamin B complex.
Vitamin B complex.
Yeah, let me go get the box. I'll show you.
Okay.
Because I was suffering from the sciatica too, and then oh wait a minute, I got the bottle right here. And you take 10 mil. What is it? There's an eyedropper on it,
Yep.
and you take up to the line.
What do you put it in juice or something, or what do you
No,
do?
just put it on the bottom under your tongue.
Huh.
And it's all natural. All right.
And that solved it?
I haven't had pain in my sciatic since.
Wow.
Man, that's awesome. Thanks, Hank. I appreciate it, man. Because I'm dying.
See that?
I'm dying.
yeah. Well, all right.
Yeah, not only small engines, but herbal remedies.
Yeah.
It's so bad that 2 of my toes have become completely numb.
Oh wow.
Now,
Got to
I've
smoke
got-
some of that CBD marijuana, that stuff without the THC in it.
I had
Yeah.
that stuff and it didn't work for me.
Didn't do it?
No. I had that and I had the cream. Oh man, none of that worked.
Stella's having a shot.
Yeah.
Oh man.
A shot of degreaser.
It's
Yeah.
caustic now.
I was gonna say we gotta see it, Stella. Where's the cleaner? I like a nice clean shop.
Yeah.
Man. If mine wasn't dirty, I wouldn't find nothing.
I was
my
looking
dad,
at, I was
you know, my
watching
dad,
Klaus,
he gets really mad when he comes here. He's
I was
like,
watching Klaus this morning and I said, boy, I wish I had a shop that clean.
yeah.
I remember those old stools with the little masonite tops on them.
Me too. I remember those.
Every shop had those.
Yep.
Sorry, I gave up waiting for the compressor to stop. I just said to hell with it and just killed the breaker. So is this gonna like off gas like hydrochloric acid or something?
I wouldn't put a lot. I would just
Well,
put a
we'll
little.
see in a
so it
minute.
starts smoking.
100%, baby.
I wonder if does it have to be warm though.
Smoking or what?
No. Should make a difference if it's going to react.
What's it doing, Stella? Nothing.
Nothing.
All right, so maybe you got the old
I
formula.
don't know. I'm just gonna leave it in.
Yeah.
And come back in a little while and inspect it.
Yeah, I wonder if James is because James I thought was mixed with water though. I wonder if water makes a difference. Sprinkle a little water in there, see if it makes a difference.
Let's
Make
start
it a
to do
Scotch.
something.
Oh no! Look at that.
Let's start to do
There
something.
you go.
Well,
Start
well,
reacting.
Starting to bubble.
Woo,
Yeah.
that's
Woo!
awesome. And
And that's exactly what Super Clean does. You see that little bubbling when you use straight Super Clean on aluminum.
Probably
Yeah.
about 10 minutes, it'll be dark.
yeah,
Well, I
remember
just-
that bowl?
I just cut this with a just a die grinder, so that is a very raw edge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this outside for a little while.
There you go.
Don't get confused.
Outside the shop.
Don't get confused, Stella, thinking it's a lemon drop.
That's interesting.
Well, now I got the PTO hooked up, and I want y'all to listen to the clanking and see if it's doing like it's supposed to.
It should just go tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
that sounds right.
Yep. That sounds good.
Yep.
Yeah. Ding
Like
dong,
suction.
ding dong.
But like I said, I didn't have feeler gauges. I just went by when I didn't have that grinding and stuff. I said I just did it by damn feel. I didn't have feeler gauges. Now I've got feeler gauges. But the thing is, my PDF manual I found online, Warner in the owner's manual says 12 thousandths.
Yeah, 10,
Yeah.
12, Yeah. Business
But
card.
when Jake,
Business card.
but when Jake did it, he said it at 20 thousandths.
That might have been the one that he bought.
Yeah, it depends on how powerful the electromagnet is. There's all different
Yeah.
models. Yeah.
12,000s on
Yeah.
that one there is fine, Robert.
Yeah, 10, 12, that's fine.
Just,
Now,
just
did the
make sure they're all
instructions-
even.
Did the instructions
Yeah.
say you got to burnish it 10 times? Robert?
Well, this
that's not
is
new.
this is the
That's not
original.
brand new, though, is it, Robert? That's an old one, right?
Yeah, that's an old
Yeah.
Oh, that's an
Yes.
old one, not a new
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, new one, you
Yeah,
got to
this-
do the burnishing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The springs have already been exercised already.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is the
You know-
original PTO that came with this mold, because this mold was made back in 2000. So this mold is 23 years old.
I found a couple of them where the pressure plate was wearing out and then went right into the coils,
Man.
Oh, that was
Um, Oh, yeah, and I also followed Jake's advice on testing the PTO switch, too. And you talk about a pain in the butt to get out. Unplugging it's not the problem, it's just pulling it out. Where am I at? Pulling it out from the spot on the tractor.
Mm.
But I got it out and I did the testing. PTO switch worked. I'm like, yeah, baby, but one other thing. Somehow it just dropped and it wouldn't let it engage. But now I said I just got to get it all back together. And it's like trying to hold that transmission pulley and then slide that up on and get the bolt started.
Mhm.
So when I took it back off to reinstall all the stuff, that's when the transmission pulley
Steve.
decided to come
Hey,
off.
Steve.
Oh my God, turn it, boy, I tell you what.
Yeah, the LMS carburetor, Les, on that should just be the standard Tecumseh, the white seat with the needle. I mean, I've had it, though, where, make sure the seat's in the right way, not with the grooves have to go down, the circular grooves down, but then also make sure that your flow is just slightly off level. It should be just below level, not much, just below, because if it's too high, it won't work right. And, you say it's leaking, but, I would just, put it upside down and put a little pressure. I don't know if you have a Mighty Vac, but if not, a little pressure with your mouth and just to see if it's still sealing,
Yeah, I just have an older LM, whichever car by that old, and I had to buy new different needle seats because it's not like the standard. It's a little bit bigger, so I had trouble finding them. And I found a guy that some people wanted like $12 a piece from. I'm like,
Wow.
You guys are crazy. But I found some old stock off of Amazon, and so I just got those in. So hopefully I'll get that old riding lawnmower going.
Cool.
I went to wash my hands because they felt kind of funny. I think some of the stuff. I mean, not really not funny, but it felt like sort of like slimy. Like
Slimy,
I need to wash this off.
Did it smell like ass, Sid?
Oh my God.
What's
No,
it?
but
You're gonna be like Mary Jane Gallagher.
that's right.
Major.
Tomorrow
Like
morning
this,
you
right?
wake up and you're like
I'm gonna
this.
pick this up
Like
with the
this.
rag this time.
Oh,
Fingers
she can
chewed
bring it
right
back in and
off.
show us.
Oh yeah, and y'all talking about carburetors.
Robert, I don't know why it is, but every time I see you, Robert, I think of Paul Mitchell hair care. I don't know what it is.
Well,
that's Doc from Back to the Future.
That's why we wear a hat, Robert.
There you go. What's it doing, Stella?
Well, it doesn't smell bad. It's bubbling a lot. I'm trying to wipe this thing off so I don't have to go wash my hands again. But
did it turn gray though? If you pull it out, is it like a little darker the color?
Not yet.
Did it etch it? Yeah,
a little bit.
Etching.
Yeah.
And if you leave it in there for like a day, I guarantee you that it'll just be.
It'll be gone.
It won't be gone. It'll eat holes in it.
Yeah, interesting.
Well, there are particulates floating around inside of there
Yeah.
that weren't there before.
I'm wondering if we should send a letter to Harbor Freight saying, "What'd you do in the recipe?"
Well, they obviously did something to make it better, more better.
Well, not good for carbs though.
No shit. Oops, sorry.
Because if that starts pitting your internal passages, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, like I said, my go-to juice is Pine Sol.
I thought it was Rolling Rock.
No. Today it's a summer shandy. No. No, my I'm gonna put this back outside. My go-to juice for the ultrasonic cleaner is Pine Sol, and it actually cleans better than gasoline. I kid you not.
Interesting.
Oh, was it?
Hey, Robert, how's the weather down in Georgia, Robert? You hot, warm, what?
Yeah. Now, I was using Super Clean, but then I went to Purple Power. Then there's also Simple Green. But they said some of the Zep cleaners you got to watch because it will mess up a little.
Purple Power will turn your carbs dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn them purple.
Yeah. That's basically it.
Yeah, I've seen those, Jim, with the vacuum fuel pumps when the pulse line, when the diaphragm screws up, it sucks it right into the crankcase.
Oh, and I was thinking about it. That 13-horse Enduro Tecumseh engine I put on my old school Sniper. This has a very strange carburetor. It ain't a bowl type. It's some kind of black looking.
Yeah, it's probably what's called diaphragm carburetor. They've had those even on 4-stroke engines. I've seen those.
Yeah, because was it that Jeff Small engine out there out west? He showed a video where he swapped it from that to a bowl style carburetor.
Oh, that's the guy with the chickens.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He's good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes working outside on the ground, you know.
I know, man.
Yep.
What do you think? Jim Brewer got a hole in the diaphragm in a fuel pump. That's how he's getting the fuel in the crankcase.
That's what it sounds like. I mean, I've seen when the impulse line starts sucking the fuel right into the crankcase.
Yeah, gotta be.
Yeah, I was thinking this thing, one of the olive pullers was going out, but then I found out, like I said, it was the PTO. The magnets was starting to not damn, it would engage, but then one day it just quit. I'm like, I said I followed the instructions, but like I said, I didn't go by. I didn't have feeler gauges. I just went by damn feel. So, and I did
Who was it that was looking for had the needle seat problem on that Walbro carb?
Less what?
Okay, less what? Well, I just bought both of these. I had a same LM whatever it was carb on this thing, and it's a Walbro carb. And
what do you got there? The red one or the white one?
Well, funny enough, these are two are the same. One of them is red. I mean white, and the other one is
black,
sort of dark brown. This probably was white. It looks more like
Briggs they've had white, they've had red, and they've had green, like a green color.
Well, these both look identical to me, and this came from an old dealer, so I assume he's right. But obviously, the old part number was whatever it was, 283-281-169. It's been superseded by part number 691-901. So this might be what you're looking for.
It's just too bad he didn't have a Mighty Vac. You could just turn it upside down and test it. That's the way I do it.
Well, I just turned it upside down and blow on
Yeah,
it.
a little bit. Yeah.
Put a little piece of fuel pipe on there. You don't have to.
Yeah, a little bit of hose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a little,
a little bit of stock on there.
yeah.
That's how I've been doing it.
Hmm.
Because I say this, when I replaced the fuel line on my Husqvarna 165 BT,
Hmm.
I found a way to listen to see what side was the side that was pulling the fuel and which side was returning it. Then I stick my finger on both of them if I felt no release of the primer bulb. That was the one of the pickup. But like I said, you just sometimes have to overcome and provide and find other ways to test stuff out. But like I said, now I still got to work on that darn built tiller I got from this guy that had new fuel put on, but now it won't engage in drive and stuff. But I found a video on that too. This guy took a 5/16 and a 1/4 inch Allen wrench to set the
drag on it.
Yeah, that's it, that thing. But this one has got all these safety switches on it and stuff, and it's got I think a 8 or 10 horse Reeve Stratton Gold IC engine on it. Even got the illuminated power switch.
Hold on 1 second. All right, let's see what I got here. Going there, we'll hit that. Now I got to do it where I show you guys without giving it away, like Stella did that one time when she had the description.
I'll never live that down.
Never.
Well, no, because I'm looking at it right now, and the title of it. I should change the title of the photo. Hold on, because the title tells it.
Oh, so you didn't upload it? Gotcha. Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna do a share screen real quick.
Okay. Yeah, if you can share screen, that's cool. But no, the one if you do it the other way, you got to convert it to a PDF.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. But I think this is more geared for the people doing business sort of presentation stuff.
Hmm.
What'd you drink it, Stella?
This would be a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy.
That's what I thought it was.
I stopped there at their factory on the way back from Duluth one time, did the factory tour.
Wow.
And they said summer shandy, it's just seasonal, so they can like market it, but they make it 11 months out of the year. That's how they legally get away with calling it seasonal.
11 months out of the year.
Yeah, I don't think they make it in like December or something, but it's still good. No, they were bought out by Anheuser-Busch, but they're one of those breweries that Anheuser just lets them do their own thing. Because there were a lot of questions about that of, you guys are just another Budweiser, and they're like, no, not really.
That's their umbrella or something.
Yeah, they were bought out by but a lot of places like that they make a lot of changes, but they had said that Anheuser-Busch didn't make them make any real changes in that regard. No, I like it. It's light, it's refreshing. It's 86 degrees today. I have to cool down,
Crazy. It's
What's
like
the temperature
44
in
here in
Wisconsin there, Brock?
Was that?
What's the temperature in your place?
Like 44?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and cool, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready for
yesterday
snow,
it was nice. Today.
Yeah, we had 21 degrees Celsius yesterday.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't get any snow, Wayne?
No, not yet. I don't think we're a ways from snow yet.
Yeah, it's not.
I think November 10th, 11th, right up to Remembrance Day, it's going to be like 7-8 degrees Celsius here.
Wow.
Who's on the bottom of the middle? Ken and Mick Smower. How you doing, Mick?
Hey, Mick.
Jim, I got a pump here. but you got to come to Canada.
Hey Mick, are you still sick, or are you okay now?
He's still sick.
There we go.
He's so sick. He's got. Oh man, you know what that is? That's one of those. What do you call it? The hex handles that you put the hex
Oh,
on.
you ruined it, Hank.
I did.
Yeah,
Why?
it's one of those little hacksaw things.
No way.
Yeah.
Good job, Hank.
It's a what?
Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can find it. Hold on.
Good job, Hank.
Sorry.
Well, you know, Hank's got all the tools.
Well, it's sort of like this guy, but a little different. This is the idea. Is
Yeah, you interchange them out and that.
yeah, for little quick little dirty things. But that was, damn, Hank, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was
80, 82 still here.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good outside weather right there.
Yeah. Feels like 83.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? One of those insert
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it up on the screen. Hold
okay.
on.
Well, Ken, you're failing as miserably as I am at this.
All right, here we go.
But you did catch yourself before you.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
It's got the little handle grip right there in the center. Right?
Yeah, I didn't show it sticking out the end. I figured with the blue color, usually they're yellow, so I figured maybe
Yeah.
I'd get you with this one. But how many of those you got, Hank? 3 or 4?
Yeah, a couple of them. I used to use them, in my
Yeah,
trade.
they're convenient. You know what I use them too? Going in, cutting out like bushings and things.
Yeah.
Well, they're good in tight spaces, you know.
Blind
Right.
holes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see.
Instead of the whole hacksaw,
Yeah, but you could try, Jim. Try gravity feeding the engine without the vacuum pump for a few minutes to see. Run it for 5 minutes with the gravity feed, and then see if you get any fuel in the oil. Because usually that's what I do. I test a gravity feed.
That's
first.
right, Al. Perfect.
Hold on. Let's see.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mick. Everyone's saying hello. I'm behind. Stella, you got to help me with these chats.
I'm working on it. You keep you keep wiping out the ones I put up there.
Okay.
No, it's hard to keep up with them, in all honesty.
All right.
79 Georgia. It's 79 here in Connecticut. Crazy.
Yeah, it's like
Georgia.
80, 84, 85 outside. It's crazy.
It is. But then tomorrow, 50s, rain, back to the old.
Yeah, it's going to be really cold next week. It's going to go back down. So.
Yeah. Well, Halloween, another 3 days, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Mick's all healed up now?
Yeah, except his wallet.
Yeah.
Kitchen. Well, no, didn't you get like a very, very low rate? You pay on time or something?
Yeah, but it's still hitting his wallet.
All right. I don't know when we started the shenanigans,
Which ones?
Oh,
Wow, look at that. Holy cow.
Oh.
Light and frothy.
It's even bending a little bit, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, now we got a motto though. It's like the only degreaser with a head.
Yeah, right.
exactly. But I don't know if you can see like these solids floating around in there. It's kind of crazy.
That's
Yeah, that is
aluminum.
Holy
nuts.
cow.
That's
Man,
aluminum.
oh,
It's
man.
dissolving it.
You should do a video on that, Stella.
Yeah, you really should.
I don't know. People can just watch this one.
Is it even smoking a little bit?
No, and it
Doesn't smell.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it smells like ammonia now. It did not. It smelled more like the if you open the cleaner, it's not an unpleasant odor. It's almost kind of a sweet smell, but now it's like ammonia. I'm sure that wasn't good what I just did. Don't try this at home.
No.
Yes.
Try it at a
Hey,
friend's.
Stella, put it away from your beer so you don't think it's your beer.
I was going to say.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm afraid that might be like a nice limoncello or something. So
Yeah. Lemon shot, yeah.
it's going back outside. I don't need to be smelling this.
Yeah. You're gonna come back in with fins.
Mm. I gotta find another tool or something. I'll be back.
I'll keep my mouth shut this time.
So is Jim saying that when he pulled the fuel line off the fuel pump, the fuel, without running the engine, the fuel was running right straight through the fuel pump?
I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, he's talking about
Because Pate did a video where he was saying he just lets.
It shouldn't run right through. Jen, the diaphragm's bad. It should not
Yeah.
run through it without it being on.
Yeah, without you turning it on.
Yeah, no, that's a bad pump.
Yeah.
But Pate did one where he said that if it sat overnight and it had a fuel pump, he said it would fill the crankcase with fuel.
Huh.
That's weird.
That is weird because I can't
Unless the tank was higher than the pump.
No, the tank was below.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It's like a siphon. If it,
Yeah.
you got to look at that filter. If the filter is full, then it's siphoning the gas from
Yeah,
the
it could
tank.
be once it starts. Yeah,
That's a good point, Hank. Yep.
But for Pate's, I couldn't figure it out. So I figured what I was going to tell him was one of his neighbors that he got mad at was coming over at night putting gasoline in his crankcase.
Well, remember years ago when the people would steal gas?
Yeah.
We had a big run on the locking gas caps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they put a spring in there, didn't they? Now.
Yeah, now you can't get the
you
tube
can't
in
put
there.
it
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Which kind of is messed up because we always need some gas.
Yeah, but we would always take a little piece of screen, just shove a piece of screen in there.
Man. Speaking of gas, what about all that ethanol running around?
That so far Esso's got 0 here in Canada.
Well, it's gonna be worse come winter. They put all that other crap in there too.
For sure. Oh,
Well,
did you guys hear about they're trying to put the DEF filters in automobiles now?
The what?
The what?
Why?
Yeah.
You mean in diesel
Yep.
cars? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because
No.
they have them now on diesel vans.
Yeah, but it's gonna be in gasoline vehicles now.
Yeah, but what's it gonna do?
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy, right? They're trying to cut down on the emissions, but it's just gonna make matters worse.
Wow.
I mean, who's making all these decisions? I don't know.
All the chemical companies that sell all that crap.
For sure.
Well, no, it's the the government is telling them we have to bring all those emissions down.
Yeah.
Do what it takes,
Yeah. And then they forget how they make electricity.
Yeah, right. Because my field before all this was diesel, and those DEF filters are junk.
Oh,
Even on the, I mean, you got to reprogram them and everything, and you got to use that special additive.
Yeah.
Well, now when it puts it in limp mode, I know a friend of mine had an 18-wheeler. It cost him like $2,000 to have the
limp mode. Yeah.
You can't just hit a button or something.
Yeah.
When the government stops subsidizing them, it's all going to go away.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's all going to go away because the money's not going to be there.
No.
Well, the big thing is all these states, like in the U.S. where you guys live, they're banning like all this gas-operated lawn equipment and everything, right?
Yeah.
And you want electric, like battery-operated vehicles, but they haven't set up the infrastructure for charging. Like,
Right.
you got rolling blackouts and brownouts on electricity right now in the states all over the place, and you can't even charge anything up if you want to.
No,
And that's why they're going away with. I mean, they're putting in this free solar panels. Yeah. What happens after 10 years when the panels are no good and you got to maintain? There's going to be a charge for maintaining and replacing and all that. People aren't aware of what's going to happen in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the panels, they deteriorate from day 1 to 10 years.
I'd just like to start stopping all these new vehicles too.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty soon they're going to start breaking down.
Did we already do this one? I was going to ask you first before we showed it to you.
What is it?
What? Hey, what is
What
it?
is
There
it?
you go.
It looks like a clip tool to tighten up a clip to put something on.
Yeah, like for barbed wire and whatnot.
Wow, that's kind of interesting, but no.
Stella likes saying that.
Yeah, she likes messing
No.
with it.
That ain't it.
Oh, you almost got it.
Yeah, wire stretcher. That's,
So I thought the DEF would cut down on the solids that get released into the atmosphere. Isn't that what it's for?
Yep.
Yeah, the particulates, right?
Particulates.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how they're going to try to do that with gasoline engines.
I know.
Yeah, look it up sometime. I think Lincoln is going to try to start it first. Yeah.
No, it is not pliers, Al, but it has pliers like action, but it's not really pliers.
What industry though, Stella? Small engine or any kind of industry?
No, it is not an industry at all.
Not an industry. It's got to be used for something. Used on a farm, used in a kitchen, used in a
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
Jim Burr, you're not.
Guess
man.
what? Guess what?
You
Yeah.
said it.
A farm?
But yeah, you could use it on a farm.
Used on a farm?
For your barbed wire?
No,
No.
How big is it physically, Stella? Are we talking like a foot or two? I mean, it's pretty big.
I don't know. It's about the size of a pair of pliers, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it a cattle prong?
No.
we
Benson.
used to use those on bulls where you put it between her nostrils and guide them.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say you put it between something else, but
No, it's not an emasculator.
Well, you guide them either way, Stella.
Yeah, yeah.
ding, ding,
Ben's-
ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding.
I was going to say, Ben's got a good one there.
Oh, there you
Is
go.
it? It's a jar opener?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
Looks like an
there.
oil filter wrench.
Yeah, you could use it for that, but yeah, it's actually an antique jar opener.
Wow,
Oh,
look
wow,
at
that's
that.
pretty cool. My wife would like that. She cans a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Well, I have one that you sort of like crank and it like grabs around, and it really doesn't do a good job on. It does on some jars it works on, but not on others. So
Yeah, she's got me for that. I always got to go like this and pop them off of that.
and pop them right off. That's right. Well, there you go. Well, I
My
didn't think that would go as fast as it did.
My
That's
father
good.
used to take the pickle jar, tap the edge of the counter with it
Mm-hmm.
until he
Yeah.
broke it. Until he broke a jar one day.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that idea was out of the window then. Yeah.
No, but that's what it's for. Like I said, I have one that I tried to take a picture of it one time, but it's like this. It's got like this worm gear on it that like grabs on both sides of the jar, and as you loosen the worm gear, it tightens down on the edge of the jar, and I'm sure it would break the glass eventually. I had trouble getting one of them open the other day, so.
Hey Stella, what does your bottle say on yours?
Super
Because
heavy.
Jim's it says let's see.
This
Biodegradable, then
biodegradable,
non-corrosive.
surfactant, non-abrasive, non-flammable.
Yes,
And
this
then
one says
in the really
biodegradable,
fine print down there, it says
Huh.
corrosive.
Now, is that the one they're selling to use with pressure washers?
I
just a
have no idea. It's just like I really don't know.
I think
It
so.
looks
But it
like
says-
the brand is GG.
Yes, it's manufactured by Gen Labs in California. Gen Labs product code 01724.
See, Hank, California's banning all of this fuel-operated engines, but they're selling that shit.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Oh, here it is.
You really want
And
that?
it clearly says it on the label. Do not use on soft metals such as aluminum, alloy, zinc, and copper.
Really?
Well,
Does it
there
say
you
that?
go.
Jim, does
Well,
it say
there
that
you
on
are
yours?
now.
I wonder if it says it on Jim's bottle. Do
Yeah,
not
doggone fine print get you every time.
So then it would eat the zinc plating right off of the carb.
Oh
bolts.
yeah, zinc.
Yes.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I use pine sol, because it doesn't discarb card bodies or anything.
Yeah.
And it smells like Christmas all year long.
Yeah.
It does. It smells like a Christmas tree.
Christmas. I remember my mom used to douse everything in the house with that stuff just to get us out of the house, I think.
Nah,
Yeah.
pine saw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My buddy one time, I'll never forget.
I think you're right.
Good friends of mine, they were really into their bikes. They like riding motorcycles, all that stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's Scotty and Carol. They're down in Myrtle Beach. Anyway, he would always ride in front. She would ride in back of him. He had a big dresser, and she had like an FXR, whatever it was. And she would hate it because a lot of times he'd go to the bar and they'd have a beer or two, and he'd get really gassy. And she'd be riding in back of him and say, "We cut it out." You know, he'd be farting, and she'd smell it. So what does he do? He finds an old pine tree air freshener on the side of the road. He puts on the back of his motorcycle. He goes, "Hey, that better?"
That's a bad draft right there.
Really?
Yeah, he had a little antenna on the back of his dresser, and he put this used, like beat up, run over pine tree air freshener on that. He goes, "There you go. That'll help you."
There you are.
Hey, it works or helps. Maybe not.
Yeah, my dad turned 77 yesterday.
Oh, there you go.
Good job.
Yeah.
I'll catch up,
Jeez.
Tim.
He's only 3 years older than me, Brock.
Yeah. Yeah. 77.
And he doesn't hang around with you in the shop?
No, he lives back downstate,
Oh, okay.
about 3 hours away. Yeah. He would love to. He likes well, he's retired from Ford. He was a welder, a pipe fitter
Yeah.
for Ford Motor Company for 42 years. Yeah, they had to kick him out of there. I went there, and on his welding rig, he had a recliner, for crying out loud.
Well, normally the pipe fitters did.
Yeah, exactly.
Pipe fitters didn't do a lot of work, did they?
No.
The millwrights did, but the pipe fitters didn't.
Yeah. He was just kind of hanging out and to see if anything broke, most of the time. And
See, our millwrights do all the welding and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Pipe fitters for us are more like plumbers.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when I worked at Inco in 1968, and I was an equipment operator, and I rung maintenance, told them that I had a problem. So first thing they do is they send an electrician. The electrician comes over. He says, "Buddy, I don't need an electrician." I told him I got a piping problem. Oh, he says, "I'll go back and I'll get the guys." Next thing you know, the millwrights show up. Millwrights say, "What's the problem?" I say, "Look it, you guys going to fix this, or you got to go back and get the pipe fitter?" "No, we got to go back and get the pipe fitter." It took 2 hours to get the guy there to fix it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the U word, but typical.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it, Kenny. Well, where we live, like Welland's not too far. I grew up in Welland, and Welland was a union town, and my dad was in a union. I've never been in a union. I've been in management my whole life, but there were reasons, and there still are reasons for unions today. Like, if you're not going to treat your people with respect and give them a proper salary for how the company's operating, then you got to have a union. Like, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good welder. He can weld anything.
Good, send them over. I get some TIG welding for them to do.
Instead of everybody wanting a raise, why don't they all fight for bring the prices down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the raises will come.
Well, don't need the raises then, bring the prices down
Bring the
where
prices
you can
down.
afford it. Yeah.
Yeah, like look at the price of a snowblower now. The cheapest snowblower you could buy is $1,000
Yeah.
plus tax.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
now all the used stuff in this area, what you used to sell for $150 or $200 before, you could get $300 or $400 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sell mine for $350 like nothing. Just
Yeah.
and they love it. They're like, heck yeah, man, run it. I'm like, okay. Yep.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter how old it is or anything. They just
Well, same with the cars. Cars now. Oh my God.
yeah.
You know? The prices of cars, used cars, is crazy.
Yeah, that went crazy the last 10 years or so. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought my son a used Toyota 2006 back in 2017. So it was 11 years old, and I paid $6,500 for it. I could get $6,500 for it today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Crazy.
Oh, you buy a brand new Toyota today, and the bumper falls off.
Yeah.
Yeah, only get touched. Only
I've
get
seen
touched.
that.
I remember when I was in high school, I was looking at the car ads, and there was I could get a 1965 Mustang for like $750,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Who wants a beat up old Mustang?" And I just went looking right past it.
And today, one that's not even drivable is probably 10 grand.
Yeah.
Oh, probably. I would say it's probably more than that.
Yeah.
Did you see that one they found in a shipping container just recently?
No.
Yeah, a GT 500.
Ooh.
Whoa.
My neighbor
Brand new,
had one.
still
A
got the tag on it.
68. My neighbor had a GT 500 KR, King of the Road, 1968, that mint green color. And he offered it to me when I was in high school for $4,800. You know, and my father's like, $4,800. Oh shit! There's a Hornet in my. Oh, hold on.
Oh man, I hate those.
I hate those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought my 1971. I bought a brand new Camaro. It was $3,200. My son just bought a bicycle with two wheels for $3,600.
Yeah, I think Jake bought his two-wheeler, his bicycle. I think he had like $2,000 into that, and then he did about $1,000 worth of upgrades.
Yeah.
Man.
Couple of them. Holy shit, where they coming from?
Speaking of Ken's Hornet, when I went to grab some gloves when I was doing my little thing here, I don't know if you can see this or not, but I was like, I kind of freaked out at first, and I was like, "Well, what's inside of here?" And it's a little bird
Oh, they're outside though.
had made
There's
a
a bird
nest.
in there?
No, it's a bird's nest. Because every time in the summer, I leave my shop open. And here, let me try something else. There's all these like little wrens hanging around. And when I first saw, there's a damn mouse nest in there. There you go.
It's a bird.
And
In there.
it's amazing how quickly they can get a nest going.
Under the screen.
Yeah, it's almost a complete nest, but I kept running them off. It was kind of funny.
Imagine they put all that time into that nest.
Yeah.
Now they got to start another one.
And this was sometime in the spring. You know, like I said, I just reach up there and grab a glove out because it's on top of one of the rafters, and I reached my hand in there, and I was like, ah.
Yeah.
Kenny
Yeah.
must be
Little thing,
chasing
yeah.
that Hornet all over the place, eh?
Yeah.
No, the Hornet's chasing him.
Yeah. could be.
Really? I'm not fond of hornets. I can tell you that.
They
don't.
bite more than one time.
Yeah.
Oh, they can.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Hornets?
then-
Oh, yeah.
oh, that's horrible. I mean, yeah, but no, I don't want to.
I remember the time I leaned back in a lawn chair and there was a Hornet behind me. The first strike, and then I bounced back. He hit me again. I bounced back. He hit me again. The
Yeah.
first welt was 4 inches in diameter. The second welt was 2 inches in diameter. The third one was only 1 inch in diameter.
Well, he was running out of steam every time you were.
And he lived. He lived. I didn't squash him
Why not?
because I guess I leaned forward before I got the chance to squash him. Once he
Before you got
nailed
the
me.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, sorry, people like that. I mean, little creatures like that don't live long around me. I'm sorry to say.
Then I remember the one time we had a party and my brother-in-law was over. He left a bottle of beer on the table outside. a bee went inside. He took a swig of the beer, and then all of a sudden he spit it out. There was a bump. There was a bee inside his bottle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ouch.
He's lucky he didn't get bit.
Yep.
Yeah, on the inside of your mouth,
Yeah.
I'm sure that would get
Yeah.
swollen big pretty quickly. So,
When you-
Kenny,
when you
what'd you
drink-
do?
It was funny. They actually went underneath the slider screen. They could,
Yep.
because there's a gap of about maybe an eighth of an inch. That's how
Right.
they got in. Because I'm saying, but they were in between the door and the screen, you know. And I said, how the hell can they get in there? But then one of them dropped to the bottom and crawled between and got out. I was like, holy cow! But you can see. I don't know if you can see. All the leaves are all like nice. And,
Right.
Yeah, everything's turning. They're coming down like crazy.
Did you do your leaf color changing video yet this year?
No, last year I did that, and I was in Newtown actually at a customer, and it was a really, really nice one. I should do it though, because
That was a good video. It was nice to watch.
They're beautiful. Well, it's funny because around here, only about a third of them have changed. Like I said, where I am, I mean that's just my backyard, but look at the bright orange, and you know.
Well, it is just starting to change here. I'm sure if I went towards the mountains, this is probably, peak leaf peeping season, probably in the mountains right now. And boy, they are beautiful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we only got one frost here, so they've changed, but not all of them.
I got a frost the other day. Yeah.
Is that what prompts them to go ahead and drop them all as a frost?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
One good frost, and that's it.
Well, we had a good frost warning, and I brought my plants in. I have some succulent plants that I leave on my patio, and I brought them in. So yeah, look at that! Wow,
Yeah, they're all reds and yellows, and
they're just starting to turn that around here. I think they're beautiful.
It's nice
well, people
time of
come
year.
up here. They go up to Vermont and New Hampshire because that's got the best foliage, And you can
It
just
is,
go on the
Bobby.
highway and side by side, just foliage for miles and miles.
Mhm.
I'm glad we've got the 4 seasons because I
Yeah.
don't know if I could
Yeah.
live just with one.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't have Christmas where it's like 80 degrees. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
do it.
When I lived
Yeah.
in Florida, I
On
hated
the-
it. You couldn't-
below the equator, that just seems so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't mind the snow.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, Robert, what do you got? A Terrell hat?
Yep. It took a while to get it. Yeah, I was out there watching y'all, and all of a sudden the phone started acting up. Y'all was circling, and I'm like, almighty.
I want to
Well,
go to Cheryl's place.
oh, It's 79 degrees down here right now.
Yeah, 79.
Wow, it's hotter here than it is where you are, Robert.
Yep. Robert, you got YouTube open and StreamYard?
Brock, did you say you wanted to go and see Terrell
Yeah, that'd be cool.
in Podunk?
Yeah, he's like 5 hours from me.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
It's
No,
just-
he's up near Chicagoland somewhere.
Yeah,
In the northern part of Indiana.
it's convincing my wife to go with me. That's the thing.
Soltex is in a couple days, no?
Isn't that in
You,
Oh no, I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
was
that's-
thinking the one that's
That's
in Louisville.
Wednesday, Thursday is Saltex in the
Oh.
UK. In Birmingham. Yeah.
that's this Wednesday and Thursday?
Yeah, November 1st, 2nd. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
I
they
guess
just finished off the one in Louisville, Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
that was a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
That was
The
that was the
GIA,
what, the
it used to be called
GIE?
now it's called the Equipment Expo, I think, or something.
Oh, okay. I always wanted to go to that, but never works out for me.
It was solely focused on.
We should all get together one year before we die and meet up there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'd love to do the YouTube tour,
Well, that's what I'm planning on. That's it. That's in my future plan.
Yeah, but Stella, you should have like a little car, a little trailer for your scooter, and
No, I got to do an RV, like a Class B, like a Sprinter van or something, because I gotta take the cats with me. So
okay.
She's going to swing by, pick you up, Ken, then swing by and pick me up, and
There
we'll
you
go
go.
to Canada from here.
yeah. Well, you guys, I'm only going to have one extra seat in there because I've thought about this, and when I'm not driving this, I'm not selling my house and getting rid of all that stuff. No way.
No.
But I would just use it to drive around and have some fun, and then I can rent it to other people through like RV Share or something like that. That's what I'm thinking about doing. But it would be for adults only because there's only going to be 2 seats in the thing. I don't want children in there.
Well, put me in a glove box.
Some of those Sprinters have some big containers in there. No. I'm seriously, man. I'm real close to it. I just got to figure out how to finance it. That's all. So
And then you could get the big wrap with the Lawnmower Lady logo on the side.
No. I
Wrap
want something like Stinky's sewer service because I don't want anybody messing with this thing. They're gonna look at, I ain't touching that thing at all.
Those are like $80,000.
Well, no. I actually found a guy that I call them kids. They're probably in their 30s, but they pick up used like Sprinters and what's the Ford version Transits from like FedEx and Amazon and all that are pretty reasonably amount of miles. They all come off lease, and they like gut them and retrofit them for a very I'm not going to say inexpensive, but very reasonable price. I don't need all the fancy stuff. You know what I mean? I don't. Just
Stella, how long you think those transmissions got left in them?
I don't know, but if I get a diesel Sprinter, I think they're pretty good.
Yeah.
The Mercedes vans, I mean, everyone talks about having trouble getting service for it, but hey, just take it to a Freightliner place. They still do those. I'm sure you can find whatever. I mean, I'm sure it's not as simple service wise, but those diesels, good Lord, they will go, 500,000 miles. And these coming off lease because Amazon and FedEx and all these people, they lease these things they actually, they have to do some pretty good maintenance on them. I mean, they're abused otherwise, but I don't know.
So they're mainly like through like Hertz and what's that other one? National Lease, it's called.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Woohoo!
So you guys want to see my dad picture?
Yeah, absolutely.
There he goes. It's a little bit older picture, but
Oh. Who's that? Your dad?
Yeah, that's me and my dad. Yep.
Oh, cool. That's you? Wow.
Yep.
Huh.
When he was a tyrant.
That's when I was a tyrant. My dad will tell you too.
Yeah, I bet you if I called him, he'd say, "Oh yeah, he was one hell of a bad dude at that age."
Oh yeah. Yeah, he'd say, "Pull up a chair."
Right.
Man, I tell you what, this weather's been beautiful though.
Oh yeah, it hit 70. Was it 79?
Man,
Yeah.
that was us yesterday.
Yeah, we had about 77 yesterday.
I helped my wife pick up the apples yesterday.
Here's a picture of my dad. Took it the other day.
He's got the same haircut you got. He's got more hair than you, Hank.
I know.
He's a handsome fella.
Yeah, 97, going to be 98.
There you go. What was that, January, Hank?
Yeah, January. Yeah.
You look like an old scrapper, Hank.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you, he's a survivor from the Russian concentration camp and the German concentration camp.
Oh, yeah, tough as nails, man. You can tell. He got them hands. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's actually developed a nice head.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the color of it now.
That's that summer shanty.
Yeah.
I know. I could get confused with that. Ooh, and it actually feels kind of warm.
Warm. Oh, man, the reacting.
As long as it doesn't blow up.
Yeah, right.
That's why I'm leaving it outside. But
What was that office, Stella? What was that piece?
I had a tent in my backyard, and we had a big storm came over, and it blew over. This is one of the tent things. So I've cut it all up, and I'm taking it to the aluminum recycler to get, I don't know, $3 for all of it or whatnot. So, I just cut off that piece of aluminum. So, like pop up a 10 by 10 thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of scary looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess.
Whew. Ugh. Back outside.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell any worse, but it still has that sort of ammonia-ish sort of aroma.
So where is James? James should look at that, you know?
Well, they definitely changed formulas.
Yeah.
So I put in the comments earlier, we inherited a Furman gas generator because the guy didn't want to pay the bill.
Is it the dual fuel?
No, just the single gas, but he had mice go into the control panel.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the big question. They leave a hole in that control panel. If they would have put a wire screen over that, the mice wouldn't have been able to get in there. They just totally destroyed and chewed up every bit of wiring.
That's what happened to the one that I had, the Furman, and I didn't realize until I already replaced the carburetor and did other work to it to get it to run.
So Jake got in touch with them, and they're letting him operate as a dealer for parts, so he gets a 50% discount.
Yeah, they're out of Phoenix, right?
Yeah, I think so. So it's supposed to be 2 weeks. We're supposed to get a new control panel in for $135.
Yeah, because Bernanke, he talks to their engineers all the time.
Yeah, but when we get it, that hole, I'm going to take my soldering iron, and I'm going to take some wire strips, and I'm going to melt them into the outside of the plastic and build a screen on there so mice can't get in.
Yeah, if I have a hole on the outside of my house, I put some chore boy in there, and then I spray it with that expandable foam. And yeah, as soon as their mouths hit that chore boy, they get the heck out of there. Yeah. Well, here you go, Hank. My wife went and got me some of it.
Where'd she go?
Yeah, she just.
She ordered it on Amazon, and it's 1 hour shipping, Hank.
Wow, that's great.
Same hour shipping. Yeah.
Thanks, brother, man. I'm going to try this out because I need all the help I can get.
Yeah.
Now we need a video.
In the morning, under the tongue, you know?
What, once a day, Hank?
Yeah, once a day.
In the morning, underneath the tongue, in the morning time? He said in the morning, under the tongue.
Okay, be right out.
So,
there you go, man.
How you doing, Doctor?
Gotta run, guys.
Oh, okay.
Got customers. Thank you
There you
very
go,
much.
Wayne. Here's your
Sure, he's boxing shortly. Take care.
See, if
Take
that
care, Wayne.
if that was my wife, she'd want it in a needle form so she could stick it on my ass.
Oh,
I was hoping it was going to knock him out and put him to sleep. But I, mean, I like your wife's method too. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, you have fun. I'm going to make a cat home.
Well, hold on. You're going to have drinks?
I'm having drinks. Yeah.
Okay, gotta go. Bye-bye, guys. I appreciate you.
See you later, bro.
Time for a Hank break.
Hey, look at that. Yeah. So, yeah, where is Klaus?
I know. You said you talked to him this morning?
No, typed, this video.
Yeah, I didn't go out this morning.
Yeah. No, I got up early and waited till the sun came out so I could unload the back of my truck, so get it ready for the tarp and everything, so I can drive in the backyard and get all the branches and stuff thrown in there.
What time's the dump open, or was it?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Till what? All day or till noon?
3 hours. Yeah. So I did 3 loads of that, and then I took also one more load, which was a mattress. Brought that in.
They let you go more than once a day?
Oh yeah. Well, it's only once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what you mean? It's only open one day a week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And there was a couple nice mowers there, which you can't touch.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And I asked the guy, I said, listen, you told me I can't bring, my tires, this extra tires I got around, that you won't accept them. But if they're on a mower like that, you're taking them? He goes, well, yeah. He says, we have to.
Well, also get an old mower chassis and put 4 junk tires on them.
Exactly. But I need a lot of chassis.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of work to me.
Our place gets $2 a tire if you want to drop them off.
What, they charge you $2 a tire?
Yeah, just like if you go when you get new tires, they charge you $1 or $2 a tire because they actually send them. The recyclers pay you for. I think they pay them 50 cents a tire or something.
Well, we have a huge multi-hazardous material county-wide thing, but it's about a 45-minute drive for me to get there. It's way inconvenient for me. But they'll take anything out there like that. Tires, paint, all that sort of stuff. But I separate out my aluminum and steel and metal, and I take it to a metal recycler. I mean, it's like, I might as well sort it out and get a little bit of money for it rather than just getting no money for it or actually paying for it with my taxes, because, that's, you do pay for this stuff one way or the other. So,
I wonder if Tom Fair Tire, when I go look at tires next week, I'm going to ask them, do they accept lawnmower tires to scrap out?
Is this for where you get your car tires done?
Tom Fair Tire, yeah.
They'd probably take them, and then because I think whenever I get my, I've gotten tires on my car recently, and I think there's like a $5 recycling fee or something. I mean, if you want to pay the fee, I guess it doesn't matter, but I don't know.
I got to get rid of them somehow.
I'm surprised Walmart won't take them. Maybe they have like a Walmart garage.
No, usually they don't have one here. No.
And because around here they got a Walmart where they do tires and stuff. There's a big dumpster for tires.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of nice. I guess they're doing it sort of a community service kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure people at night just go there and throw them in.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Find a dumpster in a place, but no, it doesn't work anymore. People do the stupidest things. There are cameras everywhere, and people think that they can get away with all kinds of stuff like that. No, you just don't do that stuff. Hey, Bruce, how are you?
Brucey, how you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, bonfires. Yeah, that would be a lot of them. I think they'd sort of know with all the black smoke that this is not like your backyard fire pit,
Right.
I think that'd be kind of a dead giveaway, and the burning rubber smell, I think, wouldn't go over so well.
Remember years ago they used to make planters out of them. They used to cut the tires.
Yeah, and then make all those. They turn them inside out.
Oh, yeah, there's some people in some of the neighborhoods I drive around where they paint them with all these like bright colors, and they're not really pretty looking, but hey, it's one way to get rid of tires, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to get rid of them because the mosquito problem. Oh my goodness. They're the worst thing for like pooling water and mosquitoes. They love
this
that.
year, did you have mosquitoes this year? We didn't have any here.
Yes. None. Yeah, no, we had I have mosquitoes all the time.
Gnats. A lot of gnats this year.
You mean like biting gnats or just
yeah.
Oh, no, we don't have those.
No.
No, not
Well,
I mean
I got the little pond in the back, that I built, and you can see them flying all over the water, And then
you have any frogs in there?
Yeah, frogs.
Oh well, they should take care of most of that.
Yeah, and also dragonflies. They love those gnats.
Oh yeah, dragonflies are good. People don't like those, but they're
great.
good for that. Yep, absolutely.
Dragonflies do not bite or sting or
anything. Dragonflies are good. They're sort of like, like the people around here that kill the rat snakes or the black snakes. I'm like, no. They're good. They eat the little critters that would normally come in your house.
Yeah. Well, that's it. A lot of people, they're afraid of all these things, and they rather kill it than catch it and put it outside.
Right, or move it away somewhere. Yeah. No, I know that. I was having a conversation with Tom the other day. He's like, he puts all kinds of stuff like that outside. I'm like, once it gets in my house, if it has legs and wings, if it gets in my house, it is not leaving my house except in a very flat state. That's the way it leaves my house. Sorry. You can spend all your time outdoors if you want. Just don't, my house, my castle.
Yeah. You'll be one pancake.
Absolutely. Well, I have an electronic mouse. It's not a mouse trap. It's a mouse killer. You know.
Spins. Yeah, it spins.
No. I've had those before, and people put them in water and they drown, and it's like all kinds of cruel kinds of things. I've caught them before, and then I put them way out by the railroad tracks. But one of them I forgot about. I found this like really sort of desiccated little mouse. I was like, oh, I'll stop doing that. So I got this like electronic. It has like 6 C-cell batteries or 4 C-cell batteries, and as soon as they step from one plate to the other plate to get to the peanut butter, they're zapped. And sorry, but it's in my mudroom, and I'm I would like to let those little guys live, but not in my house. No. And so I put them outside, and the possums eat them, and the foxes and that sort of thing, because I don't like the poison thing either. Sorry, everyone's gonna think I'm a tree hugger. Well, I sort of am. Sorry.
Well, depending on how many you got, that's they could be a problem.
Yes. I had a big problem with them in my garden shed, but I finally the sides of it sort of like come apart at the bottom. And so I sealed all that up, put new screws in, and then I got the doors that had like barn doors that would sort of like stay open slightly, like that. So I put in like a gate latch kind of thing that goes straight into the floor. So at least the door's closed tight. And I think I've taken care of them out there. So
yeah, a mouse could get in a 1/4-inch space.
Yep.
A quarter inch.
Now inside my house, I'm not that concerned about them. I'm hoping that the 2 cats I have would take care of that. Maybe not. They're pretty lazy. They're like, feed me. I'm not going to go hunt for you.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is really all they're trying to do. I think they're just trying to teach us how to hunt when they bring us all that stuff.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah, when they bring toys and whatnot, because I have a lot of toys, they'll bring them to me like in bed and whatnot. But Kenny, I can't figure out the deal with those rubber bands and Virgil. That's like not. I can't imagine he's trying to teach you how to hunt, but that's some crazy cat behavior right there.
He loves that. It's sitting in the food dish right now.
Sitting in the food bowl right now. That's crazy.
And if I take it doesn't matter where I put it, it'll end up in that food dish.
Now, does he eventually chew through them and you have to get a replacement rubber band?
We had the same one for 2-3 years now. He'll play with it, he'll put his paw on it, his mouth in his paw, and it'll go like that, but he's never broken it.
Until he smacks himself.
Oh, I was going to say, the one time he smacks himself in the face, he might be... What was that?
If I take it and I go ding down the hallway, he'll run down the hallway, get it, and then
go get it.
Then I just go back to the food dish.
I don't know. They're crazy little people. I can tell you that.
Pretty much. Oh, say, where is everybody? Mick didn't come up. Klaus,
I don't know.
Usually Klaus is there. I don't know what's going on with Klaus.
I don't know. I didn't hear about Klaus. I've been kind of busy doing so many other things right now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Arch.
Arch, how you doing, man?
There he is.
Hey,
Am I on?
You're on.
You are on.
Am I on this thing called the internet?
Yeah.
You are.
Hey, thanks for the
Live
shout out
with
on
10
your
small
last video
engines.
there, big guy.
What's going on, everyone? Hankers.
What's up in the studio, Arch?
It's in the studio with Uncle Arch. I don't know. I just got off of work and I'm tired. And I got a headache and I'm cranky and I'm getting old.
Work? What work?
Yeah, work. Yeah. You know that thing they call work? It was beautiful out. I think I got some color.
Oh, it's like 79 here. It's crazy. What's it in Long Island?
Yeah, it's hot. Wait, hold on. 78. Yeah, it's 78 right over here.
Yeah, beautiful day.
Let's see. What is the weather going to be?
84.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Let me see full forecast.
82 here not too long ago. Let's see what it is now.
Oh, crap. It's going to rain tomorrow and Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah, but I don't think till tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, I hope so because I want to do a little pressure washing. I was just too tired to do that. So I thought that would be nice if I could just do a little bit tomorrow.
Yeah, here they're saying about 10 in the morning it's supposed to start. That means I got to get up on the roof and blow the leaves out of the gutters. The leaves are coming down.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's happening. It just started happening.
I got evacuate all my lines from the house to the pond. You know, I got the water.
Mhm.
I got to blow that out.
Yep.
So yeah.
That'll be good. You get it done while it's still warm, and
Yeah.
because I saw something in the news, I forget what I was looking at, but there's some Arctic air blowing down, and I think it's going down more south than us, but we'll get it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely. Hey, Mick, how you doing? Come on, Mick, where are you?
Let's see. Now, where are the comments? Do I have to leave up the actual YouTube window? Yeah, okay. Because I'm not seeing.
Yeah, if you want to make comments, you have to you can do the pop out chat and then move it to another part of your screen.
Right.
And then you can close YouTube once you have that open and you can chat.
There's a pop out chat.
Yeah.
If you go to the little 3 dots in the upper right hand corner of YouTube and say pop out chat, it'll open it in a new window, and then you can close YouTube.
And keep the pop out chat open.
So when I am not logged in to your stream, Kenny, like as a administrator or whatever, I now have the option of doing chats directly in StreamYard. I just clicked on it one time, and then it asked me, do you want to link this to your YouTube or something like that? I said, yeah. And
StreamYard is free. It's just if you want 10 spots, you got to pay.
Oh yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, they made a change in the last 3 months or so, where Hank, if you wanted to, you could put chats into the StreamYard chat and not have to have the pop out open.
Yeah, because I'm chatting on the StreamYard chat now.
Right, you can do that. I can't on the co-administrator. But if I wasn't a co-administrator, I could on anybody else's StreamYard chat. I can do it right from there. So.
Yeah. So Mick says hi, Arch.
Yeah, I just typed to him. I think he got it. Hey, Mick, I just got the pop out. Like Stella said, so I have that up now, and I can see the overlay, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like delayed, like a few seconds or whatnot from the StreamYard stuff, but it's close enough for chat and messages.
For rock and roll, yeah.
Dirt Rider, how you been there, big guy?
Yeah, I'm definitely delayed.
Yeah, you're a little bit delayed.
Yeah, it hasn't even updated yet. Wow, it's really delayed. Is this thing real?
It's real.
Yeah, sometimes if I put it on the big screen, I'm looking at the YouTube chat, it's like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's like 5-7 seconds away.
See, Ben says hello.
Yep.
And then Roadrunner. Now I'm just seeing that afternoon, everyone.
Yes.
How late is that?
Oh, it just showed up for me on Ustream.
At least it's working.
Yeah, no, it works. It works.
Yeah, that's all I can. It could be delayed. I just wanted to see it.
You got a lot of work at home, Arch?
Yeah, a lot. Like so much that I don't even know how to get to it all. I think about it. I'm like, oh boy, how am I going to do all this?
Yeah, that's the way I am too. I got all that stuff in the back there.
I've been saying no to everybody. People have been texting me every day, and I say, nope, I'm too busy right now. I mean, I'm talking good friends and customers too that normally I'd have no issue, but I've said yes too many times, and now I'm too backed up, and I just
that's the problem. Yeah, you get to become the yes man. Like I used to say at some of the jobs I worked at. First, it's 40 hours a week. Then you say yes, it's 50 hours a week. And they want you to say yes a little bit more, and it's 60 hours a week. And then 60 hours a week becomes your normal work week. And they're like, what do you mean you're not going to be here Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a blessing in a way, but I'm not healthy enough to do all that anymore. I'm just not strong enough. So if I can get healthier, I still won't do it, because at this point in my life now, I'll just be throwing away whatever's left of the days I have. The heck with that.
Driving by all the equipment that, is on the side of the road, picking it up and getting it home and everything. Now I just saw a couple mowers, and I said,
Not anymore.
Yeah, somebody offered me a running John Deere and all. I'm like, what am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
It's the end of the season.
Pick and choose. I'm going to show it tonight, but one of my, I guess new friends, he's a customer, but I like him. So I'm going to call him my friend now. He brought over a Sunstar, a Simplicity Sovereign from 1966.
Nice.
He says he just kind of dragged it in my yard, and I'm like, that's the one that was in Marketplace, right? He goes, yeah. I'm like, I was looking at that because he got it for 160. He basically is going to give it to me, but he wants a couple of things off it. And I was looking, and I was like, look, you got wheel weights, you got really big tire chains. There's another generator. It's like a 17 or an 18 Briggs. And this is a good question for you fellas. I don't work on them a lot. It has okay compression, about 50 PSI. There's no spark. And when I pull the cover off, I can look and see, and I show it on a little video I took. Hey, Bruce, you can see the points barely moving. When I tried to adjust them, you get nothing. And then when I pull the little push rod out, it looks like it might be worn. But even if it was worn, what if the cam was worn and it's just not pushing the points out far enough?
Yeah, the plunger you're talking about, the little.
Yeah.
Must
Now-
be I just came in, but it must be a Briggs.
Yes.
It must be who?
A Briggs.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So that's what I was wondering. Do you
Well-
think it's just a plunger or is that cam worn?
Do you have a
Well,
different
have
plunger?
you tried sanding down the points? You know,
Yeah, but
'cause you get
usually
sort of
though
a
the
little point.
plungers aren't
It
the
won't move the
plungers
points.
wider though.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
punch is made out of a softer material.
Yeah,
the cam won't wear. The plunger will wear first.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have another Briggs that actually is on my channel where I put an same Briggs, but it was running an old generator, and I put an E series coil on it from like, I don't know, an E whatever lawnmower. And I think I flipped it around. I had to make a few modifications, and I explained how you can do this, and it runs. So I'm going to try two things. When I get a chance, I'm going to pull that coil off, but first I'm going to pull off the little plunger thing and see if that will fix the problem, because we couldn't get it running. And my contention was if we had points working, we could probably get this thing running and drive it around the yard.
Yeah, I'd measure the plunger and check it with a couple of them. See if that wore out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need the points to move.
Yeah.
Swap,
they
swap
move.
one out to another one. That's my only advice.
Yeah, I mean, it's simple, right? You just kind of peel it out of the way and look to see. But I didn't get to that today. I just ran out of gas, literally. So it's going to, you know what, fellas? It's going to have to wait, right? You're not going to kill yourself over this stuff, but I think it'll be fun to do just to see. The thing is in pretty good shape. It's all there. It was turned into like a full-time plow.
Oh. Nice.
So,
Wow.
Well, you said your buddy has one too, right? That you're stripping out for parts or something?
yeah, the same fellow, Mike, he brought over his Simplicity Sunstar, which is the same as my big one. And it's actually kind of in better shape than mine. I'm a little jealous. It just looks like crap. But it'll be fun cleaning it and getting it working. And I have a few things to do to it. He's got some issues with it. So we'll fix it, and he'll have it, and he'll bring it upstate New York.
Yeah.
Let me turn this up a little.
What's going on, Bruce?
Oh, I slept till noon.
Nice. You still got any snow on the ground? Or
I only had one beer last night.
Uh-oh.
Well, you needed the sleep then.
I don't know. We went to a blues music event last night.
All right.
So I think I had music dancing in my head till 5 a.m. and then finally fell asleep.
Right. You get tinnitus, all-nightus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Tinnitus, all-nightus, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I used to say. Yep, playing in the bands and people are playing too loud, and like, bro, turn down a little. I gotta go to bed tonight.
It was good, like I don't remember the name of the band. Bob Dylan told him that if he was in the United States, he'd be famous, but because he stays in Canada, nobody knows who he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
It was that good. Like it was that good.
I'm sure it was. Yeah.
That guy could play guitar, man. There was 5 guys. Just a little. Okay. Do you have Elks in the United States? It's like a service club.
Yeah. The Elks
Yeah,
Club.
those.
Yeah. Order the Elks. Yeah.
Yeah. The alcohol. I call them the alcoholics.
Okay, yeah, that's a list. It's a drinking club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, we have one 3 blocks from the house.
Yeah.
One last time before I have to go.
Yeah. The Elks is like those that aren't veterans, but they want to hang out like a VFW.
Yeah. And they say I've been to Kinsman meetings and they sing the little song and everything. It's like Fred and Barney with Woo Wah Wah at the Water Buffalo Club.
Yeah.
So, Bruce, I don't know if you caught it, but Stella's got the newest Harbor Freight parts cleaner, and it's not too good with aluminium.
Okay.
It turns it dark. And
Yeah.
foam
And I
salt
and it's just like eating it away too.
So it's got ammonia in it.
Well, it didn't smell like ammonia, but it now has an ammonia smell. I mean, I don't know what the actual chemical name for ammonia is, but maybe that's one of these things I can't pronounce.
What is it? What's in it?
It's cooking.
Well, this is
Steve. Tonight with
water,
Stella.
sodium metasilicate pentahydrate, diethylene glycol monobutyl ether,
Yeah.
So it's an organic product.
ethoxylate. It's supposedly biodegradable. I don't.
It's probably mostly base.
Tetrasodium ethyl abidiminuminum tetrapyr.
Yeah, with
and
all the sodiums in it, it's going to be
each
base.
one gets longer and longer and longer.
Yeah.
Well,
An herbal fragrance.
Nice.
I've always said if the list is only an inch long, it is organic.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's acid yellow number 73.
Ooh, dude.
Yeah. That's to make it look pretty.
Or something.
Hey, it looks like it works good. Like you can dilute it, just spray it on quick like I do. There's John. And like with Super Clean, I mix it 50-50. I spray it on, maybe a little brush, and then I rinse it off, and I don't leave it sit because, I don't want to ruin anything.
I had a steel blower that has never seen maintenance since back in the 1900s. And and so I went ahead and bought this to use that, but it's like, it's horrible stuff. I had to put on gloves, and I don't know. I didn't leave it on for too long. I mixed it 20-1, which is what the instructions say to do, but I didn't leave it on too long, so it didn't discolor the carb itself. It sort of discolored the carb box a little bit. There's like a metal or an aluminum type carb box on this steel, and I'm like, I won't be using this again.
Yeah, not for that. Use it on steel.
Yeah.
Maybe on a rusty tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Won't matter inside there what it looks like.
Yeah, who cares?
Just as long
John,
as
how you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Just ducky.
Ducky. I can't see comments. I'm on my phone, so if anybody says hey back.
Hey back.
Hey back.
And
McClellan just said hi to you.
Sergeant Donut Man is here, so he says hey.
Hey. I'm out in the shop. Got a buddy of mine here working on his little mini tiller with the Tecumseh TC300 on it.
Ooh,
nice.
Got it all cleaned up, back together, and the stinking plastic fuel nipple broke off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Off the tank.
So we just ordered a new one for it.
Oh, the plastic nipple off the carb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
off
crack.
The carb or off the tank?
Carb.
Off the carb.
Ooh.
Yeah, they crack easy.
They do. I fixed them with JB Weld, but it takes time.
Yeah, a lot of time.
You guys know I love JB Weld. I use it for everything.
I use it too, but it's just that time factor. It's like, oh my.
Oh, and I tried the 5-minute stuff. It just dries to a rubbery kind of a goo.
Yeah, it's not as good.
I was telling my friend all about you, so I was going to let him meet y'all if you don't mind.
Sure.
What's his name?
Kevin.
Kevin. Where are you, Kevin? Hey, Kevin.
Hey, there's Kevin. You look like a Kevin.
Yeah. Nice shirt you got
I told
there.
him how bad y'all were.
Yeah, okay.
We're not bad at all.
If you're not getting insulted, if we insult you, that means we love you.
The main babbling was just talking.
Don't believe a thing he says.
I've known him for a long time, believe me.
We probably look pretty small on the 6 of us on that little screen there because you're on your phone. Postage stamp hellos.
That's the Canadian talking.
Canadian Indian.
A.
A.
Hey.
F and A.
We watched y'all a little bit earlier, but I was having my hands full, couldn't get on. So then I lost.
You can probably. I bet you can hardly type on that phone, with those big thumbs ears.
Yeah. So I can't even see chat, so that's good, I guess.
That's probably a good. Oh, you should see what they're saying about you. You wouldn't believe it.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it one bit. Especially, let's see if Al's there, or let's see. Tommy Hanlon, or
Yeah.
who else? Scott Keller.
You should see. Okay, so this is it. I slept until noon, watched a little bit of the nonsense on the news, right? Don't go there.
Yep.
And then Mrs. P made crispy bacon, poached eggs, toast for lunch. Man,
You're
I
killing
just
me.
finished that, and then she says, "Don't help me with the dishes. Go and talk to your friends."
Wow.
That is a good woman.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
You might want to remarry her.
Well, she actually says that she's lucky because my first wife trained me, and then Trudy was the recipient of all that training.
It's probably truth to that.
Mm.
I
know I'm a lot more trained now, as wild as I can be.
You don't want to be retrained too many times. It's expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's also painful.
I actually go to the toilet now to take a leak. Yeah.
And with the seat up.
Yeah.
Well, what are they,
All you got to do is look over your shoulder when you're leaving the bathroom and make sure there's no male messes anywhere, and you walk up.
I think what really helped me was my daughter. The kind of training each other as learning. Yeah. Yeah, she had a problem with her car last night, and she just was really giving me a hard way to go. And I said, come to think of it, honey, I think I should hire you, because since you know so much.
Yep. I have a shirt that says that. I don't need Yahoo. I have my wife. She knows it all.
She knows everything.
That's pretty good.
They'll have to be nice. Kevin will snitch me out when she gets home.
Yeah. So when is that chair?
Arch's chair.
I keep muting it, muting the mic, but it's classic.
Arch.
Yes. I know. It's the chair. It's signature series.
Can't you hit it with some WD-40 or something?
It's kind of captive. Everything's all up underneath, and I don't really, think about it. Because it doesn't bother me anymore. It just bothers everybody else. So.
Well, that's okay.
No, it's Arch. We know Arch is out.
We all have our issues.
Right. Like if I did this, watch.
Yep, there's Archie.
Right. You would still know.
Okay,
you would still know it's me.
When I was a kid, I stayed at my friend's place every summer, and I was right below his mom and dad.
Oh my!
I was in the basement and they were upstairs. It would sound like that in the dark, and I didn't know what they were doing.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Oh, we're muted.
She's leaving.
He's talking about us.
Who?
You.
Of course.
And Steve says his first wife trained him wrong. He says April has corrected the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mega fixed it.
Hey guys, I gotta run. I got somebody here to pick up something. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday.
You too.
And hope to see you maybe next weekend. I may or may not be around. But it's good talking to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, Stella. Bye.
We only got a couple minutes left.
I got a delivery today too. I'm delivering that 50-year-old 1973 snowblower.
Oh, the death trap you were working on?
It is a death trap.
Yeah.
You can't even turn off the augers.
Yeah.
You start the engine and the augers just start flying.
That's not on a clutch though, Bruce. It's always
and I checked. I followed it through, and it's direct chain drive right to the gear that turns the auger shaft.
Because I had one of those too, but it actually
I had one that had an interface, and there's nothing. It's direct drive.
Wow.
So, and then the go handle, like how in modern snowblowers, if you just, or even a tiller or anything, you let go and it stops, right? Because the handles flip up.
Yep.
There's no handles. You just hold the bars, and then you put the darn thing in drive or go, or it's one speed, and you push it forward and lock it. So if you're in trouble, you have to actually pull it back. And
So this guy uses it?
Well, he says he used it years ago, and it's been 30 years since he had it, and I'm just so.
I would say, is he going to be quick enough to shut it off?
He's 78 years old. I don't even want to deliver it to him.
I was gonna say they're gonna call the cops are gonna call you when they find them.
Oh, I'm gonna give him the holy shit speech. Pardon
Nice.
my
Yeah.
language.
I would have told him beyond repair and threw it right in the dumpster.
Well, I know.
Well, I had an old Arians, and you know the one where
The
the
lever
handle to disengage the auger is down by the auger.
Yeah.
flip
Right.
it. Yeah.
Well, I got too close to my neighbor's chain link fence, and it sucked it in and unzipped it, and I couldn't get to it because the machine is climbing up, and I'm like, whoa, and it unzipped and ate.
Yeah.
That's another reason why he doesn't like me. That's
Well, did
one
you
of the
fix it?
reasons, but that's pretty impressive right there.
Yeah, I've got 3 of them right now, and the 2 John Deeres are not user friendly, and this little old Tecumseh Sears Craftsman thing, it's light, it's small, it's got the 2 handles. You let go, it stops. It works.
Yeah.
And it's got a Tecumseh engine, which you guys know I know very well.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Best.
That's fine. I like the 8 horsepower Tecumsehs. Around here with the slush and the freezing and all of that, the little or like 5.5 Tecumsehs,
they don't have the jam.
They just don't have it. But I love the 8, 10 horsepowers. I mean, that's what I look for. I got one out back I got to do for one of the town guys, and we're going to go over it. I'll put it on the channel. It's a really clean machine.
I have an 8, and Dave from Dave's Small Engine Revival sent me an electric starter for it.
Sweet. Yeah.
Because a flathead 8-cylinder when it's cool.
Yeah. That's the problem I have with my 826 that I restored. I mean, it's a beast of a machine, but it's got an 8 horsepower Briggs on it, and it's.
Well, this one is underpowered because it's an 832.
Start must know too.
You don't really have this.
Robert, where are you taking us?
You don't have a snow blower issues at all, do you, John?
Never even seen.
No, he doesn't have any problems.
Oh yeah, right. Whatever.
Well, not with that regard.
Yeah.
Well, they're just really a rototiller that chews snow, is what they are.
We hit the 2-hour mark, so we're gonna go gray. So those in the chat here that want to stay, you can stay. We can chat.
I'll stay for a little bit.
Those out in the interweb world there, thanks for showing up. Thanks for
the interwebs.
Hold on. Don't go anywhere. I got a like, and I got a. There we go. And now you can.
All right, hold on.
Everybody.
That guy Ray says we all grew up with no safety equipment.
Good seeing you again for 5 minutes.
That's right.
Y'all be good.
Wow, you still be there, Jen.
Now I can let the chair go.
No, you can't.
I can let my chair out.
Hold on. So we got 3, 2.